everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Packers going up against the Redskins. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead is a rematch from last year's NFC wildcard round between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. First carry now. This is Lacey. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
D'Angelo Hall's gone to the Pro Bowl multiple times as a cornerback. Now he might be making the Charles Woodson move, swinging back to safety.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This is taken at the 18. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Here's the first carry for Matt Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a 3rd down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
2nd down, Cousins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat for Lacey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll wife into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And there's a flag on the play. Caught on the right side, Reed. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
Throwing is Cousins. Jackson with a grab over the middle. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing, Cousins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's got a difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tim Mastay now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Completes it right side to Dodson. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it. and complete it for a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins again. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Cousins now to throw on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Ross there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Matt Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin the drive with Lacey. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
What often gets lost with Eddie Lacy when he's playing at his ideal weight is his agility and his quickness. But in this case, he's putting that together with his power. And with these early runs, if you're on the defense side of the ball, you've got to stop that now or you're in for a long, long game.
Throwing is Rodgers. Out to the flat for Lacey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.